Thank you very much, Nick. Lord Deben, it's a real pleasure to be with you and all the authors and discussants and participants. I think it's extremely interesting and important what we heard in this afternoon. I take it from a policy side that we need to provide clarity on the direction of travel by setting a clear regulatory framework and also predictable, accessible funding. Making sure that we also look deeply into the barriers which are identified at the local where it really happens, at the level where it really happens, at the local and regional level, and analyze really how we can overcome those barriers by really solving problems. And I think the policy makers need to be close to that really and get permanent feedback. We have had a very interesting overview on the different problems in relation to retrofitting, having had examples from Scotland and Netherlands. What could be different models to really make retrofitting happen at a level of ambition, really, which also takes into account the needs of the specific conditions. For instance, heritage houses, houses of a certain age, which should be preserved, and what solutions could be done in order to maintain also and preserve the cultural environment. But it's important to analyze for the different types of houses what is possible at what cost, and of course to upscale as much as we can by industrial solutions below the visibility level, basically to make it as cheap as possible, because the social dimension is extremely important here, that we can provide affordable solutions. Of course, there will have to be public support. We are creating public goods here. It's about climate and energy policy, but also living conditions, social inclusion, addressing also other needs such as accessibility in houses and safety, but also better living conditions, health, fighting against humidity. So it's very important to have these targeted solutions. What also was addressed this afternoon is training and the supply side. Both on the materials, but in particular also on the skills. And I think there we need to attract through various initiatives, funding, but also in terms of a charm offensive towards young people and people from other sectors who might not have such a good opportunity anymore in the future to continue there, or even also unemployed people, to really develop skills which can be useful in the renovation sectors, and also basically make sure that the whole range of necessary skills will be there. It was also addressed to have one-stop shops. I agree very much with Veronica that the architects are very important one-stop shops. But it goes indeed to some extent beyond that, because also the financing conditions, funding, the overall planning at the municipal level, for instance, will have to come in to really provide information to citizens how to do it, and we have to overcome these kind of initial barriers of inconvenience, of information gaps, to make it really happen. So with that, I would like to indeed thank you very much, and I'm very excited to listen to you and then to Lord Deben and later on the discussion. Thank you.